Hi, my name is Grimoire. Welcome to my channel. So today I got a special video for my audience of viewers. So lately I've been doing a Daggerfall Unity playthrough, an Iron Man playthrough, and I wanted to share some of the mods I'm using during my playthrough. These mods go in no particular order, even though the video says the top 5 mods at the moment. These mods are in the top 5 though at the moment on Nexus Mods. They're very underlooked, very underrated, and are definitely worth grabbing, especially since recently the Daggerfall Unity got released during its 1.0 release. So a lot of these mods are definitely worth considering picking up, especially if you want a second playthrough or third playthrough, or maybe it's your first. So with that out of the way, let's get into these mods. Like I said before, these mods are going to be listed in no particular order. You can rate them in the comments how good they are. All I know is they're downright amazing. So the first mod we're going to talk about is going to be called Dramatic Deaths. So Dramatic Deaths is probably my favorite mod at the moment and is the one that has the most amount of uniqueness to Daggerfall at the moment. So basically, whenever you kill an enemy, they now grunt and groan in pain, and they're usually flinged back like a realistic thing. In the vanilla game, when you kill an enemy, they just fall on the ground like and just like make it like a noise like that. Now they're going to be screaming brutally and a lot of pain, making the deaths more satisfying and very realistic. On top of that, it works for creatures too, so it's definitely going to be enjoyable. Here is some clip gameplay of Zark Zakron. I was in his comments at the time when he was reviewing this mod.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it knocks him. Oh, hold on, one more time. Bam! That's awesome. It knocks them back and then they die. We're picking up that mod. We're definitely picking up that mod.
I downright think this is probably one of the best mods that will ever be made for this game. It suits the gameplay, it matches the aesthetics, and on top of that, it's just satisfying as hell to use. So definitely worth checking out, and it's very compatible. The compatibility, as far as I know, there is no compatibility issues. You can install this mid game, late game, it doesn't matter what game playthrough you're having. This is insanely compatible and definitely worth using to freshen up your gameplay experience. Number 4, falling down. So there is one thing I hate about Daggerfall Unity that a lot of people probably can vouch for me in the comments. If you're using a mod like travel options as an alternative means to the normal fast travel, you have to go through the overworld and terrain and stuff like that. So basically, it speeds you up when you're going through the terrain. Sometimes the game cannot handle that, and as a result, you end up falling in the void. A lot of people encounter this glitch, including me. I thought maybe it has something to do with the engine not being able to handle it or something like that. It usually has to do with the fact that this is an ancient game running on a modern engine. It sometimes can't handle it. The game is made with spaghetti code sometimes, so as a result, you end up falling in the void. And this mod, as far as my knowledge goes, whenever you fall in the void, it instantly teleports you to the surface instead of entering the command. There is just one issue I encountered using this mod. If you're using realistic wagons, you're going to end up losing your wagon and your horse. And as far as I know, the only way you can get your wagon back is by entering a console command rescue wagon. And as for your horse, it is long gone. If it fell all the way in the void, you can consider that horse gone. Or if you're lucky, you have sugar lumps on you. That's like a thing that you can summon horses with, your horse with. If you have it on you, it might work. But as far as my knowledge goes, that's the only compatibility issue I encountered with this mod. If you don't use realistic wagon, this is definitely worth picking up. It saves a lot of stress and a lot of headaches instead of always going into console command and teleporting to that single pixel command that I hate. I dreaded that fucking command. Still to this day, it drives me nuts. So yeah, if you're using a mod like travel options, please grab this mod. It will save you the headaches and the migraines. I'm so happy this mod was made. But if you're not using any of those mods, travel options, or anything else, or just using normal vanilla fast travel, if that's the case, you can skip this mod. I don't think it's essential for you. You shouldn't be falling in the void. Number 3, Wandering Foes. Wandering Foes enables enemies to free wander around the map. So basically, in dungeons and stuff like that, it always drove me nuts how enemies usually stay patiently waiting in one room until you come by and then you kill them. Now with this mod, they patrol, they walk around, and they feel more alive. And on top of that, if they're outside around settlements and stuff like that, they roam around their settlements. You won't catch them very far away, but immersive enough for them to look like the world's alive. And instead of being bland NPCs. I don't have any gameplay footage of this at the moment. That's probably a downside for a lot of people because I really haven't encountered this mod. This mod secretly works in the background, enabling NPC pathfinding to be more diverse. It's more of an AI overhaul, if anything. As far as I know, there is no bugs or compatibility issues coming to mind. If you want NPCs to feel more alive, especially enemy NPCs inside dungeons, this is definitely the mod for you. Number 4, Horrible Hordes. Horrible Hordes increases the spawn count for common enemies inside dungeons such as rats, bats, orcs, and undead that appear in thematic groups inside dungeons. It's a challenge mod, but it doesn't take itself seriously. The only issue I did encounter with this mod is with orcs. Sometimes orcs spawn in large group quantities, and it can be very annoying to deal with, especially if you have the smaller dungeons mod enabled. But besides that, though, this is a very cool mod, especially for bats and rats. I love it when it expands upon the weaker enemies, making them more of a threat with their numbers instead of um, by themselves being put in a room. This mod, though, makes the game more challenging. If you want more enemies inside rooms, and if you want more enemies to be more diversive on top of that, so there's going to be more rats, bats, sometimes a single skeleton, maybe a couple skeletons here and there, this is the mod for you. This mod works fantastic. The only thing I encountered was this, and I'm gonna show it in a sec. It scared the shit out of me. But besides that, though, this mod is definitely worth grabbing. Yeah, I haven't really encountered any issues besides this, and I think these are very rare, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. That is. I think that's an orc. Yeah, that's an orc. I'm pretty sure it's an orc. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on here? What the hell? There's like 50 in that room! Oh my god! Number 5. For the final one, I saved it for last, for being very essential for making load orders with Daggerfall Unity. As we all know, Daggerfall Unity doesn't really work with Mod Organizer 2 or Vortex. So instead, we have this. This mod recently came out and is going to be essential in most mod lists I see in the future. It's called Mod Issue Checker. Basically, whenever you launch the game and go to the main menu, it's going to scan all of your mods you have installed and it's going to see if there's problems with it. It will tell you the problems right away with it. Think of it as sorting with Mod Organizer 2. So it's definitely worth having and definitely worth having to install. I'll show you what a process of it looks like while it scans all your mods. All I know is it helps me battle compatibility issues with mods I never thought had compatibility issues to begin with. So this is a must download for anybody new to modding or any seasonal modder that wants to make a stable load order in this game. Definitely should install this mod. And with that, I delivered the top 5 essential mods for 2025 Daggerfall Unity. I highly recommend you download all these mods. All of them are good in their own ways. and are definitely worth grabbing. So I started this channel a long time ago, but only now I've been uploading on it because my main channel a couple years back ended up getting doxxed and hacked. It was an Elder Scrolls channel similar to this. I did Skyrim reviews, Skyrim load orders, and stuff like that. It resulted in it getting taken down for spam after a hacker uploaded Fortnite clickbait. True story. So recently I've been trying my hardest to deliver the best quality content I can. If you please can subscribe and like this video, comment down below. I'll make sure during my next playthrough to shout out the best top comment on this video. Help me find the audience I lost long ago. And if you can, make sure you have a good day and a good night. Peace.